Happy Transgender Day of Visibility. This year, for Transgender Day of Visibility, I'm going to talk about my biggest regrets concerning my transition. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Audrey. This is one of the places I share my experiences as a transgender woman in her 60s. If that's of interest to you, I'd love it if you subscribed. Now, on to my regrets concerning my transition. Number 1, not saving more money. Transitioning is expensive. Gender-confirming procedures will vary depending on your own journey. But in my case, hair removal, facial feminization surgery, and top and bottom surgery are all things I'd like to have done in order to have a body that feels like home. Not having more money is directly related to my second regret, not starting sooner. As the current administration in the U.S. continues to target transgender people, it's only going to get harder to find a provider, especially one willing to perform bottom surgery. A multitude of hospitals have already stopped treating transgender patients, and insurance companies are gleefully once again refusing to cover the costs associated with transitioning. If I'd saved more money, I would have started sooner, and I would have been able to complete my transition before the fascists took over. Speaking of fascists, it's getting more and more dangerous for transgender people to exist in the United States, which is why I left in November of last year. As much as I miss my chosen family and some of the old familiar places, I have no plans to return until it's safe again. I'm lucky to have a small pension. It isn't enough to live on in the U.S., but it goes far enough in other countries. Sometimes, when I think of others who would like to leave the United States but can't afford to, the survivor's guilt is overwhelming. Despite the heartbreaking reason I left, I'm still able to find joy and peace of mind every day. I often forget that I'm transgender. I'm just out there, living my best life. Since I've been gone, I spent a few months living in France, and I loved it so much that I'm taking steps to move there permanently. I'm currently in Mexico, getting my fill of Mexican food before I move on to my next destination. And now, my number one regret concerning my transition. Not putting myself first earlier in life. Granted, this one's easier said than done, especially if you're a people pleaser like I am. In my case, it took years of therapy for me to heal enough from an abusive childhood to start believing that I was just as worthy as anyone else of being cared for, of being loved. I found an amazing therapist, and with her guidance, I was able to start loving myself. What an incredible, life-changing gift. Transgender Day of Visibility is important to me because it's an opportunity to pay it forward. Back when I was still questioning if it was possible, if I'd waited too long, seeing videos from others who took the journey before me made me feel less alone. Those videos gave me hope and a glimpse into the possibility of a better life, a life that I'm living right now, a life that I hope awaits you or someone you love. Transitioning is without a doubt the best thing I've ever done for myself. I'm happier, healthier, and a lot more pleasant to be around. So, happy Transgender Day of Visibility. Now more than ever, it's important that you know you can experience joy and find community during these hard times. If you're questioning your gender or would like to be a better ally to someone who is, I've linked to a few resources in the description box below this video. Until next time, be safe, be strong, and be well.